Y'all, we are back. And this time, it is certifiably worse. Buckle up. You seem to enjoy my deep dive into the man who fried up neon tetras and also goldfish, so because of that, I've decided to do a deep dive on an Instagram account that has been haunting me for a while. You thought frying up tetras and goldfish was bad? Get ready. By the way, if you are a person that has a sensitive stomach, you may want to skip this video. Just fair warning. Who is Fishboy? Fishboy is an Instagram account with now over 50,000 followers. From what I can tell, he started around 2-ish years ago. And when I was first getting started around a year or so ago on Instagram, I actually ran across his page. It was probably one of the first ones I ran across because Instagram was suggesting certain fish keeping channels and pages that I might like myself. And for a while, I actually did like his page. To be fair, he has some of the most stunning Betta tanks and other fish tanks. He has fish other than Bettas, but he has some of the most stunning fish tanks I've ever seen. And honestly, I think we could all take a page from his book as far as creating beautiful fish tanks goes. And that's about where we draw the line. A few months or so after he started, things started to kind of take a downhill, and I eventually unfollowed this man. But because of one of my more recent videos, the deep dive into the man who's frying cardinal tetras and goldfish, I was somehow from the archives of my mind, this page popped up. I remembered that Fishboy actually existed because for a while I kind of forgot about him. So I made a revisit today. And let's just say it was not pleasant. So you know what? You're coming along with me. We're doing a Fishboy deep dive into why this account is quite possibly one of the worst fish accounts on Instagram. Hopefully there's nothing in my teeth. Not too long I made a YouTube video and there was something in my teeth literally the whole time. And I am not going to redo it. So first we are just going to start from the beginning. He used to make some really quite wholesome fish videos, and usually they consisted of a phone or a camera being inside his tank, looking out into one of the rooms of his house where he would be posing or doing something, and it would just be a collage of the fish swimming around. You could see them swimming in front of the camera, you could see him or him and his girlfriend or him and some friends in his house together, and usually there was some kind of wholesome quote or piece of text scrolling as there was inspirational music. I thought it was kind of cute, kind of cool. This is about when I discovered him. This is about what he was posting. So of course I hit follow. It was super duper cool. I'm actually going to go ahead and roll one of those clips just so you can see it really is quite a normal piece of content.
You know, butterflies can't see the color of their wings, but us as humans can see how beautiful they are. Likewise, you might not think you're good enough, but others can see how special and amazing you are.
Okay, so super cute, very wholesome. I love it. I really like this kind of content. To be honest, if he had kept going with this, I would have loved it. I would have kept on following. But just as some good things aren't meant to last, neither was this content. Like I said earlier, it started to go downhill fairly quickly, probably about 6 months or so after he was just mainly posting these and maybe some pictures about him, I don't know, riding a bike or watching a sunset. He seems like an athletic type of person. He started posting more videos featuring his fish tanks, which again are absolutely gorgeous and absolutely stunning. However, in and amongst those videos, we see quite a few rather disturbing reels. We're basically going to view some of the craziest ones that I've pulled from his page in 3 main groups. We're going to start with category 1, which is gross things in mouth. Fish tank things, you know, tank plants, they're not gross, they're beautiful, you know, like water from the fish tank, all that is very beautiful, but none of it was meant to be eaten. None of it was meant to go in your mouth. Before we dive into it, I do want to say that it is quite obvious that this guy's doing it for views. There's absolutely No other explanation. It's for views, it's shock value, it's rage bait. It kind of worked. There were a lot of people that actually sort of liked his videos, which I honestly thought was kind of odd. Not gonna lie. There were a few other people who, like myself, were quite disgusted, and some even announced that they were unfollowing the page. He's endangering his fish, his tank, quite possibly himself from this. So let's just go ahead and get started. We're only 2 videos in and I'm already extremely concerned. First of all, I think we need to address how expensive some of these plants are, because I know maybe he's not hard for money. Maybe, you know, he just bought some and then a lot of his plants, you know, multiplied, and he has plenty of plants on hand, so he can afford to chew up some of these. Some aquarium plants are safe to eat. Others are extremely toxic. I have a little list of plants here. Aquarium plants, some are common, that are highly toxic to humans, and I'm just going to read them off just for a minute to give you some perspective here before we move along. Number 1, common duckweed. Usually not toxic to humans, and the body will likely handle it like a non-toxic substance. However, you might experience mild stomach discomfort, and you should consult a healthcare professional if you have concerns. Spotted water hemlock. The plant is a native to North America and is considered one of the most deadly plants in the region. All parts of this plant are highly toxic, and ingestion can cause abdominal pain, convulsions, delirium, nausea, seizures, and vomiting. Poison hemlock. This plant is native to Europe, Africa, and Asia, but is invasive in North America. All parts of the plant are highly poisonous, and ingestion of even small amounts may result in death. Now, most popular aquarium plants are edible and can be harvested from ponds, water gardens, aquariums, and ingested safely. I don't know who would really do that out of their own free will. I imagine you would find something else to eat other than aquarium plants, but a lot of them are safe. And I'm not saying the ones he ate were actually poisonous, because I haven't done extensive research or even photo ID'd the ones that he ate, but it is a little bit concerning, especially since common duckweed, even though it's not extremely toxic, can cause stomach upset, and I'm pretty sure that's in almost every fish keeper's tank. So just in case you were maybe thinking about following in his steps and eating aquatic plants, I don't recommend it. Let's move along because we have 3 more videos left in this section. Again, we have another beautiful tank shot, and then he just kind of comes into frame, snags up a piece of aquatic plant, and looking very much like a dinosaur, chews some up, and then runs away. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, that one made me feel a little bit nauseous. I'm not saying he even ate that one, but he definitely put it in his mouth, and seeing some of his other videos, I know that he does at least chew these. If not swallow them, he does chew them and put them in his mouth. Keep in mind that he just harvested these from his tank. It's probably full of poop from snails, fish, shrimp, whatever's in there. He stirs it up with some barbecue sauce, mustard, and then he eats it. I need a minute. Hold on. This was kind of the beginner level to just kind of ease you into his content. It doesn't get any better from here. Number 2, we have more eating, licking, lips touching, things that should not be entering a mouth at all. And this includes things more than aquatic plants. He didn't eat his Betta in this one. You can tell that the Betta was dumped out and that he just ate the leaf. I don't like this one though, because you're led to believe, or it's made to look like he's eating his Betta and enjoying it. A shrimp airdrop via mouth. Oh, my eyes are crossing. Why are my eyes crossing? I know inherently these shrimp, they may not make him sick or anything, but why? This is insanity. I don't understand. I don't understand people like this. I know there are a lot of people who are out there chasing fame, views. They don't really care what it costs. I hope and I assume these shrimp are okay. I'm sure they've maybe been in dirtier places, maybe not, I don't know. But it's just gross. It's just gross to see the beautiful tank and then like its head goes down in the water and shrimp come out of his mouth. I didn't need to see this. Okay, this next one, I am gonna warn you, is really gross, is really actually quite gross. So again, if you have a weak stomach, don't watch this.
Okay, so if you're ever hungry and you have a bunch of extra salvinia, it's actually edible. So I'm just gonna take a bunch, a good amount, and make a salad out of it. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of dressing, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Give it a little toss. Add a little bit of salt. Add a little bit of pepper. And give it another toss. Okay, there we go. And sit down and have a little snack next to my fish. So yeah. Well, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oh, I don't feel so good. Oh.
Why? While common salvinia is actually not toxic, he is correct. Why would anybody do this? Seriously? Seriously. Maybe he did actually swallow this, and maybe he did throw it up, but I kind of doubt it. I think this was theatrical, if you will. No! Just eat salad like a normal person, please. Now we're going to move on to one of the ones that probably enrages me the most. You will see a common pattern here. Throughout his content, he's usually tormenting his Betta and Bettas, but especially this one. And in this one, he is putting a bloodworm on his tongue, having his Betta leap for it. For those of you that are more sensitive, I will not show what comes next, but he then proceeds to show us that, oh, his Betta actually bit his tongue and drew a little bit of blood. Yeah, his Betta did that. It's kind of funny because he acts all shocked, like, oh, my Betta, oh no, my Betta made my mouth blue. Like, he didn't think that was gonna happen, or at the very least, he didn't think he thought there weren't going to be any repercussions for what he's doing to his fish. No wonder your Betta bit you. Lord have mercy. After seeing all that you have put him through, I can't blame him for buying you like that. I really can't. If dude was bigger, he'd probably jump out that tank and have a throwdown with you. I feel really bad for his fish, especially his Betta. And there it is. He did not exactly drink or eat his Betta, but he drank some of the water. It's unnecessary. There's no reason for it. It's just crazy. And there we have another. Yeah, this is not the same one as before. He has done it multiple times. I don't think this guy is okay, y'all. I don't think he's okay. Last video in this section, another worm one, except this time it looks like an earthworm. Yeah, so his Betta misses in this one, and then he just proceeds to suck the worm up into his mouth. It's just gross. It's absolutely gross. And honestly, to me, it feels like such a shame because he is really good at filming. He is wonderful at creating beautiful tanks. There is no need for this level of insanity in the videos. I mean, people, I feel like, honestly, he'd probably have even more followers, more support, if he were to just make a beautiful, aesthetically pleasing. He has everything it takes, but he just insists on doing whatever the heck this is. And now we have made it to the last section, which is tormenting his Betta and Bettas. I really feel for these fish. Obviously, they did not have a choice. Whoever picked them, picked them. It's nice that they went into great tanks, beautiful tanks. They seem quite healthy. But this level of behavior and treatment of the Bettas just does not seem okay. It doesn't seem right. I'm a little bit concerned, and I just don't feel like his fish deserve this, okay? Because they're beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous, and they seem like really sweet little guys. I can't. Let's watch the first one.
Round one, fight.
Yes, you saw that right. He put two male Betta tanks side by side, dangled a treat over one, and had him jump over into the tank together. Now I'm going to assume, because in his next videos his Bettas don't look tattered up, I'm going to assume that he separated them before they could do any major damage. However, those Bettas are probably stressed out of their minds. Does he think it's funny? I really don't know at this point. In the wild, Bettas can coexist because while the body of water is not very deep, it goes for miles. This is the only situation in which two males should be kept together, or more males. I mean, there's more than two in the wild, obviously, because they can duke it out if they want to over their territory. Territory is claimed, the Betta moves on. In captivity, they have nowhere to go and will literally fight each other to the death. Now, I know this didn't happen here. I'm sure he separated it, but it makes me mad to know the amount of stress he is causing on these Bettas for views. The only person this benefits is himself because of all the views and attention and followers he's getting from this. It is my firm belief that while fish, dogs, animal, whatever animal, but in my case fish, because I'm a fish keeper right now, I don't have any other creature, while they're in our possession, in our care, we should do the absolute most that we can to make sure that they are healthy, well cared for, happy, not stressed. This is crazy. This is absolute insanity, and it's just not okay. Moving on to the next video. Why feet? Your guess is as good as mine. I don't like the fact that he was trying to make his Betta jump across it. The Betta hit his toe, hit it like mid-leap, and then just like scraped and fell off. First of all, there could be injury here. Like, there's high possibility for injury, especially with the toenail. Now, it may have not, but it legitimately could have scraped the Betta and caused a lot of damage and harm. And I mean, it could have cut him, could have led to infection, could have really hurt the fish. And again, for what? Why are we doing this other than for views? This is crazy. Next video.
Fishboy here. If you want to change, go make a change.
I'm gonna be honest, this is quite possibly one of the most enraging ones he has done by far. I know I have said before that a lot of them were bad, but this one is unacceptable. There's a Betta in there. I might understand if you wanted to go for shock value, maybe you were gonna demolish the tank and you didn't mind if it was full of hair, but your fish is in there swimming around while you're making this video. Your Betta's in there and he's shaping his head into the tank. Your Betta is at so much risk here, I can't even begin to tell you. Maybe one of the first things we should talk about is, oh, I don't know, hair product. Could there be hair product in his hair that leaches out into the water? Boom, chemicals, your fish is gonna die from that. The more present concern here is all of the loose pieces of hair now floating in the water. Could your Betta, I don't know, try to eat some of it, ingest it, it gets tangled up in his intestines and kills him? This is not okay. And this does actually, I believe this was something that he was doing, because I saw in another video, he was talking about, oh, when I get to 30,000 followers, I will cut off all my hair. What he didn't say was that he was going to do it in his fish tank. What did he do after that? I don't know. Did he take his fish out? Why was his fish even in there? Honestly, it could have been made to look like maybe his fish was hiding. Like, he literally could have taken the fish out. There's absolutely no reason why the fish had to stay in the tank. We have 2 more videos here, 2 of which are actually created around the same premise. He treats his Betta, kind of takes some tweezers, wiggles around a tasty piece of food, gets his Betta to bite the treat, and then he sticks his head in there, tries to suck him up into his mouth. Now his Betta, clearly already having been traumatized and is probably now wise and smart enough to know that he's up to something, as soon as he sticks his face in the tank, he swam away. Something tells me if this fish was not a placotte Betta and did not have short fins, probably wouldn't have been able to swim away, therefore would have been sucked up into his mouth. Obviously, his page contains more of this kind of content. I wasn't going to cover all of it. I saved some of what I felt like was the worst to cover. I mean, I get that there are a bunch of creators out there that are doing stuff like this, but it's a little bit more chill, a little bit more innocent. Maybe they're doing something like pulling harmless pranks on people, or maybe they're just clickbaiting you on a thumbnail. That's not great. No one likes to find out after they've watched the whole video waiting for a specific part that was just clickbait. However, it's relatively harmless. This guy is literally sticking his face in fish tanks, putting his Betta fish in his mouth. There were actually a few instances I seem to recall. I wasn't able to find it. He may have honestly deleted some of his videos. It is highly possible that some of them were deleted. This concludes our deep dive into the disturbing account of Fishboy777. I genuinely, as a kind person, do hope that he is okay. I hope that he will not catch anything from this. I hope that he won't catch any kind of bacteria from this fish water. I mean, fish poop in this water. I mean, there's waste all in the aquarium and the plants and crap that he's eating. I hope that he decides to stop making this kind of content because, like I said earlier, he really has a good thing going for him. As far as the tanks and fish, they're absolutely beautiful and he does know how to film well. So why would you choose to exploit your fish for views and put them in danger? Seriously, in danger, and putting yourself in danger too, when really you have the full potential of having a wonderful, beautiful, and vibrant page on Instagram, and really you could do it on any platform. People would love that kind of normal content. It would be great, it would be inspirational, people really could take some good tips and tricks from you, I'm sure, because it does take a while to learn how to learn how to create beautiful tanks and do really well in that area. But as of right now, most of his content is that mixed in with a lot of rage bait, a lot of exploiting his fish, a lot of putting himself in danger, and a lot of doing just gross and some suggestive things which I did not show that just does not need to exist. And really should never. So friend, I'd be interested to know your thoughts. I am genuinely concerned for this man and I hope that he's okay. If there are any other crazy fish keeper videos or any other channels you think that I should do a deep dive into, tag me or link them in the comments below. Also, if you are new and this is the first video that you saw of mine, hello, my name is Maddie and I am a Betta keeper here on YouTube, but I am here to help and inspire you along your Betta keeping journey. Most of the videos on my channel are informative videos giving you tips and tricks on how to keep your Betta fish safe, healthy, and vibrant. If that is up your alley and something that you would like, consider subscribing and sticking around, as well as leaving a comment and a like on this video. It just helps boost my content. So that's that. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Give your Betta a little treat for me. Have a blessed upcoming week, and I will see you next time.